looking on the internet, you have adult black women shaking their naked behinds to the camera. Okay, this is the kind of desperation that we have for the black man, who we say we can't get along with. Okay, but everything that we do is to attract you. However we dress, however raunchy, whatever it is to attract you. Okay, whatever kind of makeup, hair, long hair, fingernails, anything artificial that we add to ourselves is because of our low self-esteem and low value for ourselves, and we think we have to have something made by somebody else to adorn ourselves with to get your attention. It all leads back to you. God is man. Alright? And everything leads back to you, even if we're fighting you. Okay? We want y'all way more than you want us. You all don't. We make it seem like it's the opposite way, okay? But the desperation that we live in because of our loneliness and not being able to mate, even intellectually. Okay.
So I have a date with an old head and he does not like it bald. So I had to go quickly to Amazon and get myself a toupee. It's a toupee for the pussy. Anyways, I'm getting myself ready. I said if I'm going to wear a unit on my vagina, I'm going to give her a bust down. And I do not leave home without my pussy popping. So I put one in real quick and I don't know, it worked so fast. I got so wet. It sweated out my fucking bust down. Look at this bitch. She looked crazy. He was downstairs, so I said, okay, let's go. He's an old head, so he loved it. He ate this shit up literally. He was like, this is the best pussy I ever had. Anyways, I came home, gave her a quick wash with shampoo pussy. I looked in the mirror and I'm like, yo, I kind of like this look. What do you guys think? Should I keep this unit?
Yeah, this is the book of Jude, verse 24. No, unto him that is able to keep you from falling, and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory, with exceeding joy, to the only wise power of our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and ever, so be it. Giving all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wachaha Chodash. Double honor to my teachers, the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone, who watch over our souls. Shalom. To the Yakim worldwide that are sincere and serious doing the will of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wachaha Chodash. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 1 and 2. To you all, stay strong and stay mighty, yeah? So I am the brother, the disciple Koshab Banyamian, from the branch in Great Millstone, Barbados. Alright, so this is this woman here, Shahrazad Ali. She's trying to steer the quote-unquote black woman, on the right path. You know what I mean? As you hear here, they really crave our attention. Everything they do is our attention. They go to other races to really burn us. Get our attention that way too. You know what I mean? We really study it. Is right? And we examine the Lynch letter. It's all psychological too. That letter did a lot of damage to the nation of Israel as a whole. But this one here, this is something called a poupée, a toupee for the vagina, right? I didn't believe that this was really true, so me and my curiosity, where is it, man? Alright, I do it last night, right? Look at the poupée vagina plastic. Is right? So they got all these I get take it off because Esau is. But then there's one now that she said she shave off. She um, natural vagina here. I meant to get um, a toupee, right, for her vagina because the man don't like um, the man don't like hair on the vagina. So he's an eater too, right? Um, that's a fragrance there. There's a lot of things I saw last night. You know what I mean? But it's more here. They're really putting on. The scripture says about putting on a cursed thing. I mean, I want to find it though. I want to find it. Um, I want to find it. I know I had it last night. Wait a minute. I had it last night. Sorry. Um, yeah, the taking pills too. The taking pills too for to make the vagina wet. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is eat properly, change it diet, eat properly, and that will naturally flow. There's something called chlorophyll, right? Chlorophyll, it works wonders. You know what I mean? Anyhow, so there's it here. What is a toupee for a vagina? But I call it a poupée, right? A merkin is a pubic wig. Merkins were worn by prostitutes after shaving their mouths. After shaving their mons pubis, and are now used as decorative items or erotic devices by both men wear that kind too, and women. Is right? So a public toupee is called a merkin. So there's ain't nothing really weird, ain't nothing really real, so like in this world right now, cause the elder brother from Texas, he did a video. He did a video. I wonder if I could find it. He did a video. AI wives. They were sending him a video. They were sending him a video in his person in his No, he's getting recommended videos. Look at buddy here. GMS and Rome lands on fire. Right. He is pushing AI wives. Right. So you got robot wives, and then the picture I showed you just now with the plastic vaginas, you got sex dolls, etc. Right? So you ain't really getting nothing real in this world right now. It's a shame that she had to go and do all this kind of here. Women really crave men for truth. You know what I mean? The desire should be to thy husband. She gonna do all of this here. Is right? All of this here. It's like, like, see a pussy popping pill, right? Let me see it. A pussy popping pill, right? Right, pussy pop in, right? Pussy pop in, right? I want to see saying in a minute, man. Pussy pop in. Just change the date, Just change the date. And really, first and foremost, come back to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, you know what I mean? I want to make sure I got the right, all in one word. Right, pussy pop in. You see if it can come up. See if it come out here, man. Alright, it coming out here. But nevertheless, man, I mean, that's just the world we live in right now. You know what I mean? It coming out here. So like I be saying, like, oh, Oh, not this one, sorry. Pussy pop. Right, not that there. But you get the point, you know, they're taking all these fake vaginas, fake Slovakia, fake vaginas, pubic hair. It ain't even real, be like. That look like a Sesame Street character there. That like a Sesame Street character there. Anyhow, man, let me get the book of Jeremiah. It was that 4. That's the shampoo there she used at the end there. But let me get Jeremiah 4, man. Where is it? Let me get Jeremiah 4. When it says they are wise to do evil, you don't need all of that, man. You don't need all of that, you know what I mean? But this is the world we live in, you know what I mean? Nothing ain't really real anymore. You see? Nothing ain't real anymore. See? Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. Right, if you are known the Heavenly Father, so you wouldn't, first and foremost, you wouldn't need no fake plastic vagina. You know what I mean? A toupee for your vagina. Is right? Just leave the early hair be there. If you want to trim it. But you don't gotta do all that, can't, big man. All these pills you're gonna be taking. Your dad, once you change your dad, you bring out your body to the proper, everything can function properly. You know what I mean? So you won't got no dry vaginas, man. You know what I mean? Or for men, you got a harder erection. Watermelon is a good Viagra. See? For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. New Living Translation, my people are foolish and do not know me, says the Lord. They are stupid children who have no understanding. They are clever enough at doing wrong, but they have no idea on how to do right. Right, so let me tell you that. You don't need all that. You know, just come back to the ways of the Lord. Right, that's Jeremiah 6, I think it is. Let me see. Jeremiah 6:16. Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and you shall find rest for your souls. But they said we will not walk therein, right? So you want to choose your own inventions. That's another precept too, right? Your inventions. Sorry, your inventions. Many inventions. Oh, wait a minute. So like your many inventions. Ecclesiastes 7:29. Lord, this only have I found, that the Most High have made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. See? So going back now to this video here with the woman Shahrazad Ali. Let me play it again.
Right now, and looking on the internet, you have adult black women shaking their naked behinds to the camera. Okay, this is the kind of desperation that we have attract you, whatever it is to attract you. Okay? Whatever kind of
The serpent did a good job deceiving you women. There's a woman by the name of I wonder if I can find her now. Let me show you in a minute. I want to do this as a separate video, but since the topic is on women, let me show you something here now. Look. This woman here, she was actually hired, right? The serpent, he saw Edom, the male, right? He's behind the feminist movement. He's behind the woman turning her back against the man. I want to see if we find it here. So that give a minute. That's all strand. Look at here, look. This woman here, look. Sue Ellen Broder.
So many young women today think to be How do we get to the point where so many young women today think to be free is to go to college, get a great degree, have a fantastic job, and be as sexually free as possible? How did those get joined together? Well, that was the question that people began to ask me after I had left Cosmo, and I began to investigate it. You have to understand a bit about how propaganda works. Propaganda isn't just a bunch of lies. People think, oh, propaganda, I can spot it in a minute because it's just a bunch of lies. No, propaganda is a very sophisticated. It's half-truth, selected truth, and truth out of context is used not to sell just products. It's also used to sell ideas. The feminist movement and the sexual revolution were two radically different movements. The feminist movement was fighting for equal opportunity for women in education and the workforce. The sexual revolution was fighting for all sorts of sexual freedoms. Cosmo, we pretended that this sexual revolution was a freedom for women. It actually was not. It was actually kind of a slavery. But we pretended it was freedom for women. And over time, as the sexual revolution and the women's movement got identified closer and closer together, a lot of women began to buy into that illusion.
You see, you get deceived. Abortion is freedom, no, abortion is murder. So you've just been lied to so many times. I still want to play a little more because there's a lot of meat in that video there, right? And then you play once the interruptions don't happen. If any interruptions happen, select you will go here on the plantation. But I want to get this preset first. Come on, huh? So like you a minute, man. 4 fucking run all of a sudden, brother. Man, come on, man. Shit, man. Right, so 2 Corinthians 11 verse 3, but I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach. So the point is the serpent was, the serpent beguiled Eve. New Living Translation, but I fear that somehow your pure and undivided devotion to the Anointed One will be corrupted, just as Eve was deceived by the cunning ways of the serpent. See, and this video here is showing that. It's showcasing that. Let me get it back, man. So like here.
Closer together, a lot of women began to buy into that illusion. I wrote for Cosmo for about 20 years. I came out of J School, University of Missouri School of Journalism. I I was trained very well to be a good reporter, and then I immediately fell from grace and started writing lies for Cosmopolitan magazine. I was fascinated with Cosmo, and I was fascinated with glamour and sophistication. And I always said I didn't want to be a big fish in a small pond. I wanted to be a small fish in a big pond. And Cosmo was, to me, was that big pond. I was the little fish. Helen Gurley Brown was the editor of Cosmo. She's the one that took Cosmo and turned it from a general interest magazine into a sex rag.
It's a magazine to help this young woman realize dreams, hopes, ambitions, to help her find a man, keep a man, get him back if he's going, get a new one if he left.
Helen Gurley Brown had created a list of rules on how to write for Cosmo, and some of those rules included how to make up stories. So here's one of them. Unless you are a recognized authority on the subject, profound statements must be attributed to somebody appropriate, even if the writer has to invent the authority. Here's another one. Try to locate some of the buildings, restaurants, nightclubs, parks, streets, as well as entire case histories in cities other than New York, even if you deliberately have to plant them elsewhere. Most writers live in New York. 92% of our readers do not. They had a book. They would go in and have a meeting of all the editors once a week, and they'd all bring in ideas, and then they'd put them in the book. The freelance writers would come in and choose the stories that they wanted to do. These did not...
All targeting the woman, you see. All targeting the woman. So, look, I don't know if one can't see that this agenda, especially you women, huh? If you can't see, this is the garden. This is the garden again, you know. This is the garden again. You say? Come on, man. What you get on so, big man? Let me get Genesis, man. So you get deceived. You get deceived from day one, and you still being deceived. Genesis 3. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord power had made. And he said unto the woman, and he said unto the woman, yeah, have God said ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, the natural food, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High have said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Now this fruit here is philosophies. You understand? This man brought a different philosophy than what the Heavenly Father gave Adam, right? Which then he taught his wife Eve. You see? Why did the serpent go to Adam? Right? Remember when the serpent went to our Lord Yahweh Shai? What did he do? He quoted scriptures to the Lord. What did the Lord do? He quoted back scriptures to him. You see? Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Women have a harder time resisting the devil than the man. You see? And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. For the Most High doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and it shall be as gods knowing good and evil. And when the woman, there's a point here, when the woman saw that the tree, this philosophy, what she ate, right, was good for food, right, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. So she carried that same philosophy. When you get the book of that's Hosea. Let me see, Hosea. Let me see, say here quick. Yeah, Hosea 10 verse 13. Ye have plowed wickedness, ye have reaped iniquity. You know, it's like you're a farmer. You're plowing the field to plant your seed, to reap the benefits of the seed, right? So this is what Israel have done. Ye have plowed wickedness. Ye have reaped iniquity. Ye have eaten the fruit of lies. This is what Eve did. Because thou didst trust in thy way, in the multitude of thy mighty men. So you trust it in your own way. The scripture says, trust in the Lord with thy own heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. You see? That's what Eve did. And you see serpent here. But this is a well orchestrated plan. A well orchestrated plan.
that they wanted to do. These did not come out of reality. These came out of the heads of the editors who said, oh, that would be an interesting story. And that's
So these is women. Look, God bless, man. Look, what should be ashamed of themselves.
how you got assignments.
I want to get to the part where the man is so really is the head up behind it, right?
Almost immediately after I got this job, I ended up pregnant. See, I was very delighted with it. The newspaper was not so delighted with it. And at that time...
Look, that's the man there, look. The man there, the man in the middle there, he's the man at the head. He's the man at the head. You see? And this woman here, the narrator here, she had to end again an abortion. Her third child, she ended again aborting her third child. You see? And she regretted it unto this day, big man. Because you actually murdering, big man. You're a murderer.
Were fired for being pregnant. And they told me I could only work 5 months into my pregnancy and then I had to quit. That did turn me into a feminist.
See? You see? You see that? You see that?
Then I found out, of course, there were other things that women were being discriminated against in those days. Now, this was 1969. A married woman could not apply for credit in her own name. There were help wanted ads, help wanted male and help wanted female. Women couldn't go to law school or medical schools in many cases. So there was a lot of discrimination going on. And that is why so many women of my generation identified with the feminist movement.
The serpent beguiled you women. Especially, that same for, look, it's going to say, I ain't getting back there because you fucking wrong. Let me see if it's funny here. Done?
Yeah, you got some boxes here to put on.
I bring it.
And I'm going to have pallets first so you can put pallets on top of your boxes.
Not that one, so like him, yeah, this is 1 Timothy 5:14. I would therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give not occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. Right? So that was the order, you know what I mean? But Esau came and changed that order and allowed women to feel left out. And that way this feminist movement was born, right?
With the feminist movement.
Abortion was part of
Betty
this movement.
Friedan, she and a number of women had gotten together and started the national movement, was originally fighting to get abortion legalized. Betty Friedan, the next Monday, she has a press conference, and she tells them that she's speaking for all American women everywhere. And the Washington Post bought it. They headlined the abortion vote. They said essentially, all women want this. And that...
Yeah, I gotta run, man. I may come back and do a part 2 this year. Maybe, Shalom.
And did the forthcoming indictment have anything to do with that? Or was it just a coincidence?
Mr. Let's go on and have the conversation.
I've just asked you whether or not it was a coincidence.
Had absolutely nothing to do with this. It's interesting that we're here about this money. Mr. Wade is used to women that, as he told me one time, the only thing a woman can do for him is make him a sandwich. We would have brutal arguments about the fact that I am your equal. I don't need anything from a man. A man is not a plan. A man is a companion. And so there was tension always in our relationship, which is why I would give him his money back. I don't need anybody to foot my bills. The only man who's ever foot my bills completely is my daddy.
So you see, this all goes back to right here. That mindset was created by Esau Edom, the serpent.
The media were not in that room that night. That was a closed-door meeting. Then Betty Friedan, the next Monday, she has a press conference, and she tells them that she's speaking for all American women everywhere. And the Washington Post bought it. They headlined the abortion.
Give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. I read that before I had to go, right? This is what you women supposed to do. Give none occasion to the adversary.
Abortion vote?
Adversary to who? To the ways of the Most High.
Essentially, all women want this?
Now look, let me get a preset there, man. This is Sirach 22 and verse 5. We start at 4. A wise daughter shall bring an inheritance to her husband. You hear that? But she that liveth dishonestly is her father's heaviness. She that is bold dishonoreth both her father and her husband, but they both shall despise her. You see that? I'm not done yet. I want to go to the Good News Translation. Sirach 22 and 4. A sensible daughter will get a husband. You hear that? But you mean, I don't need no man. I don't need no man to do nothing for me. I can do all by myself. No problem. But when the society starts to crumble, when the vintage shall fail, it's how quickly our roles, we can remember our roles. You see, the man, he roles always there. But not you women. Oh no, not you women, right? You got this I don't need a man spirit stems from Esau Edom, deceiving you. A sensible daughter will get a husband. That's the right thing for a woman to do. Go and get a man, big man. Anyhow, but a shameless daughter brings her father grief. A shameless woman shall be called as a dog, right? As a bitch. A female dog is a bitch, right? Shameless hoe. They acting all wild. Like you hear the woman, where is man? Shiraz Ali twerking and doing all kind of things, you say? Bring your father grief, man. So like hey, Bobby here. I want to parse, big man. Bobby here. You still recording? Man, so like a minute, I know Bobby here. So like about that here, my apologies. Let me go back here, man. Say Rock 22. Sirach 22 and 4. A sensible daughter will get a husband, but a shameless daughter brings her father grief. Yeah, and you know when you play the whore when they get burned alive though? Huh? Anyhow, a girl with no sense of propriety will disgrace both her husband and her father. Neither will have any respect for her. What does propriety mean? Propriety, right? The state or quality of conforming to conventionally accepted standards of behavior or morals. You see that? Decency, correctness, appropriateness, good manners, politeness, and feminism has got you women in such a damaging role, right? That you act like the woman before you in the news clip there. But let me continue here, man.
This, and that is how propaganda works. The feminists who bought into the abortion notion of my generation, well, think about it. They wanted to keep their jobs, but should women today, really in this climate, really have to choose between their job or their child? It's outrageous. Why was I pro-choice for years? Partly because I was going to be fired for being pregnant. I thought that was my only choice.
Yeah, she had an abortion here, blah, blah, blah.
When
So like a minute, man.
okay. In that patriarchal old church. And then
Yeah, she phoned.
Why all of this hijacking of the women's movement? Money. Money. Why was Cosmos so successful? Because it attracted advertisers. Why did it attract advertisers? Because it worked. When a young woman, an insecure young woman, reads these magazines and thinks that she has to have perfume, cosmetics, hair products, beautiful clothes, singles travel, abortions, contraception. When she thinks she has to have all of these things, she's going to spend a lot of money.
You see that? And this is what the woman. Let me get it back, man. I want to get it back. What's your name? Where it is, man? Let me get it back here, man. My way's doing so all the time. Let me get it back, man. Where it is? Look, let me get it back here, man.
And right now, in looking on the internet, you have adult black women shaking their naked hands to the camera. Okay, this is the kind of desperation that we have for the black man, who we say we can't get along with. Okay, but everything that we do is to attract you. However we dress, however raunchy, whatever it is to attract you. Okay, whatever kind of makeup, hair, long hair, fingernails, anything artificial that we add to ourselves is because of our low self-esteem and low value.
Because you follow the ways of the heathen. You learn the ways of the heathen. Hence your mind has become polluted.
For ourselves, and we think we have to have something made by somebody else.
You hear that? And this was all, look, this is all planned for Esau, Edom. All planned. All planned for Esau, Edom, B. I want to take a picture of that here. Anyhow.
Going to spend a lot of money. What these magazines are doing.
That's where everything is geared towards the woman. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas. Oh, look, who does most of the shopping? The women, big man. And if men do the shopping, to do it for who? The woman. Oh, my wife. Oh, the mother, my children. You never give your wife a gift or two. But what I'm saying is, the vibration that Esau Edom's putting up there is that Queen of Heaven worship. Wait a minute. Now that's a preset, boy. That is a preset, my brother. That is a preset, boy. That is a preset, boy. That ain't Ezekiel. Or Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 7. Right? She. No, let me go to Jeremiah 44 and 17. Come on, bad boy. But we will certainly do what whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. And then had we plenty of victuals, and were well and saw no evil. That's one of the hey, see that? You see? But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine. So you thought in verse 17 that you would have fared well. But no, what happened? The Lord turned the tides from one. Why? Jeremiah 7:80, you provoke the Lord to anger. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the Queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. You see? This is all woman worship here, man. This is all woman worship here.
They're doing, and what now the internet and everywhere, turning a woman into a commodity.
See?
She's got this picture of herself on herself. It's all about me. If you can convince a woman that everything is about her,
see?
She has to buy a whole bunch of stuff.
You see that? And that is where the pushing is all about. They putting the woman on a pedestal. This serpent tell you right here how it started, big man.
Herself so wonderful. If inside she knows who she is, she doesn't need all that stuff. Now there's the other side of it. I say we're all liberated. Are we? So on one hand, yes, we can go to college, we can get a degree, we can be doctors, lawyers, engineers, we can do all this stuff, we can make all this money. But how liberated are we if our girls have got that in their pocket? Before they can even think. People think that we've got mothers who want to stay at home and feminists who want to work. No. The real battle in our nation is between feminists who are for abortion and feminists who know the difference and are against it.
In feminist period, you women should have a that kind of mindset period. You know?
There is such a thing as pro-life feminism, and that in fact, pro-life feminism is the authentic feminism of the 21st century. Obviously, I don't want to take more credit than I deserve for all this evil. but I think that I was certainly part of the evil empire, if you will. And what I would like for it to come out is for young women today to tell them the truth so they could see how my generation got it wrong, why we got it wrong, and how they can do better, how your generation can do better. They're telling you, on the one hand, be yourself. On the other hand, they're saying, you're not good enough the way you are. Buy all this stuff to be beautiful. Why aren't you beautiful just the way you are? Here's the perfume. Oh yeah, you stink too. Oh, by the way, your hands don't look very nice either, and your hair color is wrong. Oh, and when you're tired of hearing about that, have some ice cream and a little booze to go with it, because then you'll be too fat, and then we'll have to put you on a diet.
Yeah, man. So yeah, it does it there. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna further. You see the devil whispering. You see the serpent whispering in the woman's ear. Just how you may get deceived, man. You see? Go you breaking the bank, man. And then you manipulate men, right? You manipulate men to give you loads of money, right? For a lifestyle. Hey, Eddie, watching what was it? Was it YouTube or I forget what it was, but anyhow, this man was working 2-3 jobs just to keep his family afloat. And the woman was taking money out of the man's salary unbeknownst to him and putting it in her secret account, right? That one day she would divorce the man. The man get in an accident. He get in an accident. Things get rough. She went to work to try to keep up the upkeep. You know what I mean? The man get back better. Tell she now start home. Going back to work. He's stressed out. Long story short, the man found out that she was siphoning his money, big man. It's like break the man heart, B. You know what I mean? Just look. Anyhow.
The media were not in that room that night. That was a closed.
Yeah, Mike can close them and make it a long way. You know what I mean? You women just get deceived. You see? It's surprised beguiled you, man, into thinking that, you know? He could tax both you and the man. You see? The man in the middle there, he was the head behind it. You see? Yeah, you know, the serpent beguile you, man. You know what I mean? The serpent beguile you. So, you can close there, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Shalom. Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakastam. Shalom.
Very well documented that the abortion movement was originally a man's movement, an upper middle class white man's movement. But there was a man, and there were actually two men, who were fighting to get abortion legalized in America. These two men knew Betty Friedan very well, and they worked very hard to try to convince her to insert abortion in the women's movement's political Bill of Rights.
I am not against women working outside the home. That's their choice. But what I am against is a small, elitist group of Northeastern establishment liberals putting down the homemakers. Now, the livers love to say that they're dedicated to choice. But if you dare to choose the path of full-time mother, well, there must be something wrong with you. Sister, the cards are stacked against you. When you wake up in the morning, you won't get a job. And if you do, it won't be a good one. And if you get a good one, you won't get promoted. And if you get married, your husband will treat you like a servant. And marriage is just a lot of dirty diapers and dirty dishes. It's ridiculous because women are the primary caregivers in the home. What is going to happen if you push women out into the workforce is that women are going to find themselves with two full-time jobs. And they're going to be exhausted and unhappy. Eventually, they decide not to have children at all. Maybe that's the liberationist goal. Their hero is Gloria Steinem, a single, childless woman nearing 40. But she is the sort of miserable, pathetic woman they aspire to be. And perhaps that is why the liberationists are trying to sow these seeds of discontent among we happily married women. They want us to join them in some new sisterhood of frustrated togetherness, because none of them can find a man who wants to marry them. I am not against women succeeding.